Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. So, we were having some technical difficulties, so I do apologize. I am a little late coming on. I think we're going to hold. Hi, Diana, Miss Tina. Thank you for sending the message. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Right before the live, my internet decided it was going to completely crash. So I had to swap internet over on everything. But yeah, here we go. Diana says divine timing is a real thing. That is so true, so true. Hi, Michelle on Facebook. All right, guys, don't forget we are multi-streaming, three different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time. We are looking at the week of March 10th through the 16th, and we are going to talk about that Pisces new moon that comes in on the 10th. It does come in at 1:01 a.m. Pacific time for Diana out there. This is very new, magical doorway into really the unknown because this is the age of Aquarius and this is all very new to us, right? This is going to be the last new moon before the eclipse season starts. And I feel like because this is that specific new moon, it's really going to expand your creative, daydreaming, imagination. You're really going to be able to conjure in new and exciting opportunities. This is the best new moon, I feel like, in 2024 for manifesting big dreams, right? So, this is very much the new moon where you want to take creative action, and this is the time to take creative action. So you guys can see on your screen there, I did leave that spring equinox reading up for those of you that haven't got a chance to get that free reading. That is going to be available tonight after the collective reading, of course. And then I have added the Pisces new moon reading. Both of those spreads have been on your screen so you guys can see what energies we're going to tap into and what we're going to look at, right? So guys, the 10th through the 16th, Pisces new moon is going to be our focus. That new moon reading, I am going to look at new moon energy. I'm going to look at messages from your higher self. And then I'm going to give you some confirmation, right? Because I'm going to look at what your intuition is telling you. And that really should be confirmation. You should already know what your intuition is telling you. And sometimes we just need someone to say, yeah, that's really happening, right? I'm going to look at the new opportunity that's going to be given to you and help from the universe. That is completely free, guys. Pisces new moon, you can see that on your screen there. All right, I am going to start with collective reading first, just to see where everyone is at. Hi, Sandra. I was a little late coming on, guys. I didn't know. I didn't know if we were going to get in trouble. Sometimes when we're late, Facebook can sometimes be like, nope, you waited too long. Um, wow, Mia, pretty name. And yes, I did receive your message. Yes, guys, I can see your comments in all platforms and I can receive private messages. Yes. All right, guys. So, collective reading, we do these every day. We're looking at masculine and feminine energies. I'm going to take the screen down. We'll pull it back up when we get time to do those free readings. I am offering a few energy exchange readings, paid readings. If you guys do purchase a reading, please let the moderators know immediately. You do get to jump the line, right? Jump the list. And we will make a list after the collective for those free readings. Diana's here. She is my magic list fairy. Michelle is with us on Facebook. Sandra is here on YouTube. All right. I'm still working with the Indian Oracle. I took a weekend off, guys. I went fishing. I had a great time. This is my youngest son, Pisces, birthday. His birthday is actually today. And we spent the weekend fishing. Camping, I got to sit by the fire finally. I've been wanting a fire since New Year's. Since New Year's, I've been asking for a fire. Finally got one. Big, nice fire right there by the lake while we were fishing, and then when we went to our camp spot. So, yes, beautiful weekend. I definitely feel relaxed, rejuvenated. Danger Zone on Twitch. Hello. So yes. But before I left, the Indian Oracle is really just sticking out to me very strongly. It seemed very powerful energy. So let's see if that energy is holding through. All right, Heart of the Oracle. I'm going to say yes because you guys just see me shuffle. And when I practiced right before the live, this was the card that I got. And Heart of the Oracle definitely gave me this energy like Heart of the Matter type of situation. I've been looking at number 3 on the card, right? It says life's 4 goals may be gained. We have karma coming out. A time of adversity is indicated. So masculine energy could be balancing out some karma. In the picture, it looks like he's pouring into something. So I feel like that's really just going to be confirmation for a lot of us. All right, let's look at the feminine energy. We have slow progress. Again, I shuffled. Again, this is the card that I got. Slow progress, number 3 says, an apparent failure unexpectedly meets with success. An apparent failure unexpectedly meets with success. And we have staying the course. Negative forces defeated through special guidance. I'm noticing the calm within the storm, it says on the top of the card. I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler for our bridging energy. Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. And vast vistas, expand your horizons. Grounding is on the bottom. Go deep and explore your roots. All right, so I'm getting a little bit of a split energy in the bridging energy. This happens sometimes. I feel like it used to never happen, or maybe like I didn't realize it was happening. Like maybe I didn't, like I couldn't feel the separation before. I'm definitely feeling it more now. And I don't know why that is really. I am currently in a separation period. Very minimal contact. I do feel it is because like masculine energy does have karma to heal, right? I feel like heal is a better word than balance out. And that is going to allow them to step into their power, right? For feminine energy, I feel like we've been very withdrawn, very just reclusive. I feel like for the most part, we've been really picky about who we allow into our energetic field, right? And I think we've been really picky about who we exchange energy with. I think for those of us that weren't picky, we've experienced several tower moments. That could be the slow progress, right? And I'm not, knocking anybody or trying to step on any toes. Remember, these readings are for me on my spiritual awakening journey, right? So it's like I'm the one that didn't want to, move forward or release things. So definitely experienced some tower moments and definitely could have slowed the progress down. But I will say that I feel like we're more, collectively, we're more like back on track type of energy, and really ready to get out of this box type of energy. Really ready. I feel like the winter, we just had winter here in the US, and it just had these several months of, again, like really secluded, like really just withdrawn to ourselves type of energy. And it's like we're ready for spring, we're ready for sunshine, we're ready to like get out of this slow moving, darker, heavier energy, right? It's interesting to me that it does seem like the masculine energy is coming more towards feminine energy, and the feminine energy does seem like it's more, I don't know, like going in a different direction. Masculine energy could be leaning more towards feminine energy, especially if they're dealing with some sort of karma balance or karma cleansing. Could just be fear. It's interesting. In my own personal journey, when my counterpart feels like he has things under control, it's very cocky energy. You know what I mean? Like it's very, I don't know, like overly confident energy, right? And then when like he realizes that there's nothing under control, then it's like very panicky type of energy, right? Do you guys experience that with your counterparts? All right, let's look at the heart of the oracle. Masculine energy got karma. King of Cups, big clue card. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. Spirit has my back right out the gate. King of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine. It's counselor, mentor, therapist, and we recently added coach, right? It's energy about having like your emotions in check, your feelings, not like overriding your logic. We have a Six of Cups. Six of Cups is reunion energy. It could be something, healing something from the past, something from childhood. We have Ace of Wands. It's not, it's reunion. Ace of Wands is fate, destiny. I mean, it could be like this masculine energy could be healing something from their childhood, and that would be their fate or their destiny. But I feel like it has more to do with cleaning or balancing out karma before reunion could happen, right? Like that's the fate, that's the destiny. All right, let's look at slow progress for Divine Feminine. I feel like this isn't really the news. It's almost like we're getting a report card and Spirit saying like, stay the course. But I mean, how much slower are you moving here? I don't know. For me, super slow. Ten of Wands is here. Okay, so Ten of Wands is like heavy burdens on your shoulders, and it's definitely like the carrying the weight of the world type of energy. And it's actually supposed to mean that you're supposed to lay the burdens down, like you're supposed to release them to the universe. Give spirit your burdens type of energy, right? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is be confident in yourself, Divine Feminine. It's funny because there's so much confidence on this side of the table. But I mean, this is the energy that's done the work. This is where the confidence should be, is over here. And here's the Tower, because I talk too much. That could be why, though, right? That could be big confirmations that I said we're experiencing these Tower moments because we're holding on to things that we know we're supposed to release. It could be because we're not confident in ourselves. Like maybe we're not confident in spirit, right? Like maybe we can't lay our burdens down, or we can't give spirit our burdens, or we can't just like release it to the universe because we don't have any confidence in spirit or the universe. So we're like, me, Rosa, like I must be stronger and more badasser than spirit. So I guess I gotta hold on to this stuff, right? Because I'm gonna do it better, right? Like, I mean, how it doesn't sound very logical, does it? So it kind of gives me that energy, like we weren't very confident in ourselves, experienced some tower moments, definitely could have experienced some delays. And it's all because we don't want to turn over the energies or like give over the energies to the universe. It's like we don't have faith in what our fate and destiny is. Five of Swords comes out for bridging energy. There could have been some disagreements between counterparts, maybe some, I was going to say, not kind words. Nine of Swords is here, and Nine of Wands is here. Wow. So the 599 is sticking out to me, but Nine of Swords is like processing trauma, and then Nine of Wands is like stubborn energy. I'm feeling like we're getting a little bit of a spanking here. It's almost like both sides, a little bit of a like a tantrum. I didn't get it my way, and I don't know how to do this type of energy. Ace of Cups is on the bottom, so there's like overflow of emotion. And I just want to mention this is Pisces New Moon energy that we're looking into, and I feel like, again, I'm not really too surprised because we've been talking about how the Pisces or how the full moons have been feeling like new moons and how the new moons have been feeling like full moons, right? So don't be too shocked, I think, if we get this Pisces new moon. And remember, Pisces all about 12th house, spirituality, right? And there's something that happens with your journey, with your purpose, with your destiny, with your fate, that seems like full moon energy, like something's being revealed to you, right? All right, I'm gonna do head, heart, higher self, and I'm gonna pull back out the sacred traveler because we're gonna use these for the higher self part. All right, so King of Cups, first one to come out, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Tower, the only major arcana to come out for the collective counterpart energies. Tower is Mars energy. Mars rules Scorpio and Aries. Do you see a lot of wands, a lot of cups? All right, let's look at the masculine headspace, and I am using the romance angels. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Interesting that positive thinking is coming here for divine masculine in the headspace because Five of Swords is here, more on that half of that energy, right? And Five of Swords can also be negative thinking. All right. Let's do the heart space. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. On the bottom is the engagement card. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. How many of you feel like your masculine energy struggles to make a commitment to anybody? And how many of you guys have seen that show? I finally started watching it, y'all. On Netflix, the One Day. All right, look at this. It almost looks like a tower. You see that? Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. This is going to be the higher self for the divine masculine. Okay, let's look at divine feminine. I just want to say for the masculine, it just feels like they're figuring out who's who. I made this card one time. It's in our messages cards. I'll post some messages too, but um, and it said something like, I can't remember what it said. Something like, you can't replace me, or I told you that you wouldn't be able to find me anywhere, and something about like it wasn't meant to be a challenge, right? Like I didn't tell you that so that you would go be with every single person trying to replace that energy. Um, that's the conversation that's like playing here in this area. All right, let's look at divine feminine. I feel like it almost makes the masculine mad. And I just want the like feminine energy to know too that not only do they try to replace you with people, but they also try to replace you with like things. Yeah. And sometimes like not so healthy things. And so what's happening to this masculine is like something's drying out, like something's run its course, right? Like something's just not working for this energy anymore. And it's like, not only did they try, but it's like they went to extremes. Like there's this push it to the limit type of energy. And now what's happening, I don't know. You can't run from this journey. You can't run, you can't hide, you can't ignore it. You have to do the work. And I'm having like less, I know it's gonna sound a certain way, but I'm mean, so whatever. But it's like I'm having less compassion for people that don't want to do the work. Like if you just want to stay sad and miserable and unhealthy and toxic and drunk and high and 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 all the things, then it's like, I mean, what's the point of that? And if you do, then that's fine, but you can't cry about it. You can't like cry and be the victim, like, oh, the world hates me, oh, God hates me, oh, everybody's mean to me. Like, no, you're choosing to be miserable. You're making poor choices. You're putting yourself in nasty situations. Like, and that's not just masculine. Like that's all of us. It's all of us. All right, feminine, head, heart, higher self. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, is what's in the headspace for divine feminine. Heart to heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, is what's in the heart space for divine feminine. I do not sense any messages back and forth. And ooh, wow, I pulled it. I didn't mean to. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. That's kind of true. But it's, I don't know. I feel like for those of us that is true, that person may not necessarily be new. All right, view from above, solitude on the bottom. Get the big picture is here. Higher self message for divine feminine. All right. So a couple of messages each. Let's do 3 and 3, and then we'll do some guidance to close it out. We'll jump over and check out the list. right, let's start masculine to feminine. The intense energy in our connection scares me sometimes. Do your thing, I'll do mine. I don't understand what is happening. I'm trying to send you a message in your dreams, is on the bottom. Do your thing, I'll do mine is definitely giving me some temper tantrum. I always dream about you, divine feminine to divine masculine. Why should I care or think that you care or that either of us care? And your eyes haunt me. I was never interested in fighting, as on the bottom. All right, let's do some magical times for guidance. How many of you are more cautious who you make eye contact with since this journey started? The dreamer card, so the big confirmations with the messages and the dreams. Your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. We've seen the destiny card on the masculine side. The faith card, believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. I feel like there's some of us on this journey that sometimes feel so disconnected that we feel like not only are we not connected to the counterpart energy anymore, but I feel like sometimes we feel disconnected from source. I feel like sometimes those can be like attacks. Um, like I say, like the more you ascend, like the brighter your light shines, right? Like the more people you help, um, the more the darkness attacks, right? And here's what I'm learning. Are you guys ready for this? It doesn't just attack you. Yeah. Like the more you heal and the more you help others, because the darkness doesn't want the light, right? It's like the more that you'll see darkness or you'll experience it. It's interesting, right? Because we think that when we're on this awakening journey, and when I say we're highly protected, I mean that. I don't even know, there's not enough words to express what that means. Um, but but we're still experiencing these attacks, right, from darker energies. And it can come to you in so many different ways. And it can come to, like, to the people around you in so many different ways. Believe you're not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. Clarity is here. It says, banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. On the bottom, the confidence card, because I do feel like it's probably both sides, masculine and feminine, struggling with the confidence, right? Be bold, rise up and stand tall. Feel the fire in your soul. All right, so the reason I think we are lacking or maybe struggling with confidence right now is, one, please remember we are at the end of the year. I know that we want to say 2024 started in January, which already feels like a year ago, doesn't it? But it's actually now. If we go by the seasons, like this is now. This is the end of our year. This is when like the new beginning is here. Spring is almost here. Spring equinox is on the 19th, guys, immediately following the week that we're looking at. This is the energy where you're going to start to feel more energy coming back to you. Right now, you probably feel like you just ran a marathon. Like right now, you probably feel exhausted, tired, and wondering how it is that you're still standing, right? Like that's everyone, that's all of us. And that could be why we're lacking confidence. I hope that these readings give you confirmation in your own journey, enough so to gain that confidence back, right? All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I'm gonna clean up really quickly. I'll show you guys what we're doing tonight, and then I will come check on that list. I love you, Michelle. I remember when this first happened to me, I was so scared to tell anybody. I mean, like my best friend, I was scared to tell anybody. Anybody. It was my best friend, so it was like, you know what I mean? But it was like, yeah. And then, like, as more people started to notice, um, that seemed scarier. Like, you would think that when more people started to notice that would be like, oh, it's okay. And it's like, no, that's when things got like harder or scarier. And I would say like probably almost a year, 8 months to a year. Um, yeah, I just didn't talk about it, didn't tell anybody. Um, I started going to church because I thought like the devil was after me. um, I remember asking my counterpart one time if he was the devil. I know, right? Well, we don't know. I'm just saying, we don't know things when we first start this journey. And it can be scary, right? Like, it just seems, I don't know, especially for someone who's like not very spiritual, right? Like, do you guys remember me telling you the other night, like Patrick was the one that takes us, to church. Like Patrick, Easter would come once a year, and Patrick would be like, we have to go to church today, Mom. We're gonna have to be there on Sunday. Everybody needs, nice new clothes. And he'd stop me one day, coming home from work or something, and be like, hey, you need to make a list. This is what you need. This is what day we gotta be there. And we'd go, we'd buy the clothes, we'd get dressed up, and we'd go because Patrick told us to be there. And really that was it. Like that was the only time that I would ever like be there at church. And so yeah, like I just thought, I don't know, I wasn't like a God person or like a spiritual person. This energy can definitely yeah, is there a song? Is there a song? But this energy can definitely seem um out there at first, right? Once you, I don't know, awaken, once you start learning more spiritual things, then it doesn't seem so out there, right? There's other spiritual journeys that are like way out there. And so it doesn't seem so much. But like when you're first awakening, especially someone who's never spiritual, right? Then yeah, it can seem like, and who's gonna talk about that? Like, can you imagine? And I was in therapy. Like, can you imagine going to my therapist and being like, this stuff is happening? Like, no. um, yeah, it was actually a Facebook article that did it for me. Cassidy Kane on Twin Flames 1111. Probably saved my life, right? Probably saved my life. And she has like a little group, kind of like our private PRLR group, right, on Facebook. And I joined the group, and then that's it. All just kind of took off from there. I realized, like, oh my God, it's not just me. And how selfish and conceited are we that we think we're the only ones this has happened to, right? I know. All right, I'll stop talking. Let me get my paper and my pen. By Elvis Presley. I dated a guy once that was related to Elvis. He could sing just as good, just as good. But too bad his personality didn't match his voice, right? Michelle on Facebook. Sandra on YouTube. She wants the Pisces. Danger Zone on Twitch. Diana wants Pisces. Jenna on YouTube. Did I miss one? Who is that? King High? King High, is that what this is? How did I miss that? There's not very many people in here. King High on Twitch. Oh, I see. What is it talking to heaven? A message from someone in heaven. Thank you, Sandra. All right. All right, Michelle. Michelle, let me know which reading we're doing. Are we doing the Pisces New Moon? Sweet. Michelle, do we want the tarot of the sweet twilight? I'm going to start out with the Queen of the Moon. And I'm looking at new moon energy. New moon energy. We have the beauty card. I just heard something. It went so fast. Beauty from ashes. Is that beauty from ashes? Ashes. I think that's what I'm hearing. Beauty from ashes. I don't know what that means. Excuse me. The beauty card means that you are able to like see a positive. I keep hearing it. What does it mean? Um, it's like able to. This is more than just seeing a positive in a challenging situation, or like this is bigger than just alchemizing this journey. It's something about the ashes, and it's definitely giving me like Phoenix rising type of energy. But there's something about, there could be like a saying, a phrase, a verse, there's something. Beauty from ashes. All right. I'm going to look at a message from higher self. We have Hot Moon Extremes. Hot Moon Extremes is the card that talks about letting your emotions control how you react to something. One, we don't want to react to anything. We want to respond. But there's something about your higher self wanting you to know that like it's like the blood is boiling. The blood pressure is up. Someone's getting you like your feathers ruffled type of energy. All right, now I'm looking at what your intuition is telling you. You have the action card. It's number 15. There's something about the web. It was the first thing that stuck out to me. Something about like weaving. The web we weave. Why am I getting all these little catchphrases? All right, so your intuition is telling you that you need to take action in something, and it's something about weaving something. Like I'm almost seeing too, like, and the Triple Goddess Tarot, the Wheel of Fortune. She's got the like the wheel is it's like a loom, right? And it has like the string going through it, and it's like you're weaving something, making something, creating something. I don't know. I thought it would be like a pen, but it's not, right? All right. New opportunity. We have the Will card coming out. Nourishment is on the bottom. Nourishment is balancing mind, body, and soul. And there's definitely some energy from higher self where there's like something that's not balanced. I feel the new opportunity with the Will card, Michelle, is like you push through something, didn't give up on something. Your willpower pushed through something. Also, the spells is coming back to me. I feel like I gave you this message already, but just in case, like your willpower is enough to make whatever it is that you're wanting to make. I heard the word protection. So you could be wanting to protect someone, and Spirit wants you to know that your willpower is enough. All right, help from the universe. We have Archangel Jophiel. Oh, I meant to pull the book. Give me just a second. It's the beauty. Okay, guys, give me just a moment. All right, it's number 6, Michelle. I'm going to read it out of the book. And I want to show you, because you got the beauty card. So it says, Beauty of God is the name of, or the meaning of the name. Jophiel assists you in seeing beauty in the world around you and finding joy through your own unique form of creative expression. In a world where there is often so much ugliness, he illuminates the people and experiences that come into your life and asks you to pause to appreciate them. Jophiel asks, do you only focus on the ugliness in the world around you? Does nothing in your life bring you joy anymore? Tell yourself, I'm surrounded by great beauty and inspiration at all times. Archangel Jophiel fills my life with much joy. All right, Michelle, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. Is it a tattoo? Sandra, what a tangled web we weave. I felt like it was like something like I thought it was gonna have something to do with writing, honestly. Hello, PLR, Pisces New Moon. Oh, Sandra's Max. She's like, I'm on top of it. Miss Tina has been talking about getting hers. I think she's winning like a cancer ribbon or a couple cancer ribbons. Not my first rodeo. It's not, huh? How long we been doing this, ladies? I know it's got to be close to 3 years. Michelle's a little new. She's been with us for a little while, though. Miss Tina's actually the one that got the butterfly. So you guys see my butterfly? Can you see it? Not my bait. Don't look at my bait. But she's the one that went with me when we got our butterflies. She actually got hers down a little bit, like closer to the wrist, and I had him put mine up a little bit because I wanted to be able, like, if I had a shirt, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want it to show. And hers was a little bit smaller. And the guy we went to, I would never recommend him to anyone. It was not one of my better tattoo experiences. I only have two, so listen to me. But the first one, my son took me, and it was like someone that we knew, and it was, exactly what I expected. And the second one, it wasn't. And yeah, really, honestly, I just happened to um, I was dating a guy. I was dating a guy who had an uncle who knew a lot about tattoos, and he was looking at my tattoo heel, and he was like, "This is really bad." And he just really doctored it up and took really good care of me for several weeks. And I was able to like retain. I kept the color, and it didn't scab, and it healed beautifully. And honestly, if it wasn't for that man, I'd probably have this giant scar right there on my arm right now. So yeah, like ever since then, I've been really nervous about getting another one. It's like I don't know. You can't just go anywhere, right? Like, you can't just go anywhere. All right. New moon energy. Seen the protection card, Sandra. The one that has like the red cardinal carrying the little nest. All right, so first we're going to look at new moon energy. New moon energy. We have the path. It's number 8. The infinity is sticking out to me. Message from higher self. We have self-reflection. Self-reflection. Big confirmation that it's message from higher self. And what your intuition is telling you, this should be a confirmation for you. Purity, I feel like it is, right? So your intuition's been telling you clean slate, start over, redo, right? It's also like forgiveness. I'm getting the forgiveness really strongly there with the purity card. And what your new opportunity is, we have the blossoming card coming out. On the bottom, you have growth. All right, so new moon energy, the path. I feel like it's just that it's going to be illuminated, shown to you. And I know that normally, remember, full moons are normally the ones that are like real big, bright, right? And the new moon's like the darker little sliver, right? Okay, so remember, we've been feeling like the new moons feel more like full moons, and the full moons feel more like new moons, right? Several of you have talked to me about that. Rather, it's you feeling, several of us, like we really connect with moon energy, right? Hence the name, right? Um, but it's like we really connect with this energy on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey. I'm not saying that other people don't connect with the moon, right? Like lots of people connect with the moon. But if you're on this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey, the moon is going to be very impactful for you, like very important for you in your journey. Um, but several of you have told me, like, when you're in your moon energy for the last few moon phases, really since that Cancer moon, right? It's like we've been feeling off. Like instead of feeling like this is new moon energy, we feel like, oh my gosh, this is full moon. We're experiencing full moon BS around here, right? And when it's full moon, it's like, oh, we're getting new opportunities. And it's like, wait, we were waiting for, the rock to fall out of the sky because, full moon. But no, instead we got a new opportunity. So it's like, what is happening? Right? It definitely seems like it has kind of flopped. And I have started to hear other astrologers talk about it, which is amazing because I feel like I was the first one out to be like, hey, what the bleep is going on, right? But I feel like this will balance itself out when not the Libra eclipse moon, but when we reach that Aries eclipse moon. Like I feel like that's when we are that solar eclipse. That's really when that flip floppy energy will kind of go back to the way it's supposed to, right? So I feel like don't be surprised, Sandra, if you get full moon energy with this Pisces new moon. And remember, Pisces, 12th house, spirituality. But where's Pisces for you? I would definitely say check that out. Everybody, check that out on your chart. You do have blossoming, so flower moon. So it's like a new opportunity is here. It is number 33. I'm hearing manifestation. Many of us will be manifesting with this new moon energy, definitely. And it could have something to do with the forgiveness because higher self is asking you to do some self reflection. So it's like you're able to look at yourself and say, hey, maybe I had a part in this too. And if I'm asking for forgiveness, then somebody else deserves forgiveness too. Something like that, right? All right, let's do the guidance, and I am going to read it out of the book. And this is the help from the universe. Oh my gosh, look at the confirmations. Still get the goosebumps. All right. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Spirit, again. In case you didn't see it, forgiveness came out. Okay, so it says forgiveness, release, healing, and moving on, Sandra. It says we all have done something that we regret or have been hurt by someone else. Holding grudges and wanting revenge solves nothing. It traps us in a cycle of anger and resentment. Learning to forgive others is not only beneficial for the other person, but it allows you to heal and release you from a perpetuating cycle of blame. I gotta stop right here because I'm getting a message, and Sandra, this is going to be like mediumship message. And what I'm hearing is that you think you have forgiven someone, but you're still blaming them for something. And you can't forgive someone and at the same time be blaming them for something. This could be vice versa too. Like you could feel like someone hasn't forgiven you. Maybe they say they have, but they're still blaming you for something. And that's going to be like other side of the veil type of message. So like you have, and I seen that protection card, the red cardinal with the nest. We've seen that at the beginning. All right. Forgiving does not mean you need to forget what has been done, but it does allow both parties to move on in their lives. Forgiveness does not depend on both you and other person forgiving simultaneously. The sooner you forgive or accept forgiveness from others, the sooner you can begin to heal. The angels ask, do you believe that you or another person is not deserving of forgiveness? Do you hold on to blame and resentments? Okay, so there's something about the holding on to blame. So it's like you're thinking you're forgiving someone, and maybe you're wondering like why something hasn't cleared up, and you're like, but I did this already. Um, Maybe you don't realize that because you're still saying that they're at fault for something, then you haven't really given them forgiveness, right? Like you can't just say like I forgive them. Like it's gonna have to be like you have to completely relinquish them of any, whatever that you may be holding on to. All right, it says, tell yourself, I am able to heal myself from a place of forgiveness. I forgive myself and all those who have done me harm. All right, Sandra, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Keeps coming up, and I'm not sure I'm ready to. Oh, I see. I understand. Energy's beginning to lighten up a little. No more heavy stuff, please. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Maybe that's just confirmation, then, right? Like maybe spirit's just letting you know, like, hey, we see you working on it. We want you to know that we see you working on it. All right. Michelle, is there two Michelle? Oh, it's Danger Zone. Okay, Danger Zone on Twitch. And then Diana is going to get the Pisces. Let me show you guys what we're doing, Twitch, so you can tell me, Danger Zone, which one you want to do. I am still offering that spring equinox. If you guys haven't got a chance to get that one, that's on there too. The Pisces New Moon, you should be able to see the spread coming up shortly. I'm talking to heaven always. So there's the spring equinox. And then you should see the Pisces New Moon. That's going to be the one that I recommend, Pisces New Moon. So just let me know in the comments. Spring equinox. I love this. So let me flip back to my other one. I found that little book at like the dollar store or something. It's just totally changed my life. So I make my own spreads, right? And I normally use like index cards. Like they look like this. Like I have these little index cards like freaking everywhere. Like I make these all the time everywhere. And I can't ever like keep them in one place. So I found that book and I was like, oh my gosh, this is for me. It's like a recipe book, is what it is. I know, right? Oh, I know. Normally you can. Normally. That's used to be where I used to get them. For some reason you can't around here anymore. I don't know why. And if you do see them, they're like $15 or something completely ridiculous. Yes, I used to also, Sandra, and I'm definitely going to have to get back to that. I haven't had my Amazon Prime on because, I don't order nothing. And I haven't been at sister. Sister has Amazon Prime, so normally, like, I just ask her, "Hey, can you order me some lights?" Yeah, and she normally gets like that big bundle. You know what I mean? It's super cheap, and it just comes to the house. But since I've been here, I find it so interesting too. The here, like how it's almost like spirit grounded me to Katie's. Maybe, yeah, could be. Except for we have a dollar store at every 8 miles. Now I have to be more cautious about which dollar store I go to. But I mean, like, there's several to choose from, and yeah, I've went to several of them, and it's like they don't carry the little packs anymore. And if they do, it's like one sleeve for $5. It's ridiculous. For like 8 little tea light candles, like I can buy a whole giant candle. It's gonna last me a year for $5. So yeah. You had to work to do there before you could go back to sisters. Yeah, apparently so. I had to come close some things out. Maybe I don't know. And then now I don't even know if like is that the next step? Like I'm definitely there. Like I'm at that point where I just have no idea. Don't know. Spirits told me to stop stressing about it and to stop worrying about where I'm gonna live. So um yeah. hmm that's actually not abnormal. Did you guys know that? Like I watch other twin flame tarot readers. Um and I noticed they also like travel and they spend time with like different people like that they're drawn to. And I've heard like other these other readers talk about like how their energy is like when they travel to certain places or around certain people. And I feel like I can definitely um like confirm that. I visited with Sandra, and we did a live at Sandra's, and I could definitely tell the energy was intense. But sadly, I also had a distraction. Like I was also allowing myself to have this distraction and took my distraction with me. And um, so it was like it definitely put like a wedge in between the energy. Luckily, Spirit has tower momented me to death, and that distraction is no longer here. So I would love to see. Like I keep telling people, I've built PLR for the last 3.5 years with this 200-pound monkey on my back, and I just can't imagine what's going to happen in the next 3 years, like on my own, like without this extra weight and this extra chaos, right? And it's like, yeah, I can't even imagine where this is about to go. But yeah, like that's something that's a thing. Like people travel and they go around and they see their tribe, right? I can't picture myself doing that. I'm such a chicken, right? But everything, like my whole life is changing. Like anxiety is going away. Like I'm driving over bridges, y'all. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's so weird. And so it's like I can't even predict like what's gonna happen or I can't even know. I can't any longer be like, oh, I'm not going to do that or I'm never going to do that, because the things I thought I was never going to do are changing. Like day by day. So who knows? Who knows? I met Diana. Diana came to visit me. We went to Nashville. It was fun. Fun. I've had several others of you try to meet up with me. Something always happens, right? I find it interesting that I've only met Sandra and Diana. Um, those are the souls, the beautiful souls that Spirit drew to me at the very beginning, my very first moderators. So I'm just saying, like, and have really been with me on a very personal level um, for the past 3 years. So I mean, it's just, yeah. There's no accidents in this journey. There's no coincidence, right? There's no coincidence. And Spirit wouldn't let me start because I had the wrong cards. Give me just a second. I feel like so odd, like when my cards are not where I thought I put them. Like I'm the only one on here, so it's like I'm the only one that didn't put them where they go. I know. All right, I'm gonna do magical times. I'm gonna start with the cosmic cleansing. Remember, spring equinox is gonna be March 19th. So it's like you could be experiencing this energy right now, or you could feel like this is something you've just overcome. Cosmic cleansing. You have metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. The cycles card is here. It says we're all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear and trust the powerful process. Um, the metamorphosis is giving me like the shedding of skins. Um, definitely could have been like in a cocoon type of energy, like definitely withdrawn, spending time with yourself. Again, it's giving me that winter energy. So it's like pulled back, reclusive type of energy. And it's like now the springtime is here. It's like you're coming out into the open. Something could have really changed with you from like last fall to this coming spring. And something about like your outer appearance could have changed. Maybe something that makes you feel more confident in yourself, or it could just be your belief in yourself. But something's definitely changed. Like you're more open to come out. All right, now I'm looking at spiritual spring awakening. I have pilgrimage. It says you're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way, and only you can choose your path. So I feel like this is just a reawakening, right? This is you getting dedicated, being committed to the journey that you're on. Um, hmm. There's something about the only you can choose your path. It's like you're trying to do something that's a little bit different. Maybe so whenever I'm trying to do something like this, I always say danger zone. I always make the comment like I'm trying to recreate the wheel. So it's like you could be trying to do something, I don't know, like a different way. It's like you've been on the journey, on a certain journey for a long time, and it's not working that way. So you're like, I'm gonna try it this way. You could have concern too that like maybe you're taking the wrong route. And remember, I always say, like, you can't really go the wrong way. You can cause delays, but you can't really, like, make a mistake. You can just, you know, cause something to take a little bit longer. But if that's the case, then there's going to be something down that path that you needed. And it could just be like courage. All right, now I'm going to look at new moon and Pisces support. So we have creation. I love that that came out because Pisces, it's spiritual support, and creation is going to be like your manifestation, right? Like speaking things into existence. For you, this could have something to do with like daydreaming. The butterflies are definitely like sticking out to me. It's actually a flower. It's not even a butterfly, but it's like wings. Remember, your thoughts shape your future, your words create today, and your choices become your reality. All right, now I'm looking at full moon, Libra eclipse support. This is going to be something that is hidden that is going to come to light and bring you balance. We have gentleness. Strength is gentle. True kindness has wings. Look at that. Love in action endures. And the confidence card again. Be bold, rise up, stand tall, and feel the fire in your soul. And there's definitely something about the wings that is sticking out to me. Um, and like it could have something to do with traveling or someone traveling. That could be like what you're trying to manifest also. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Diana is next. Jenna, King High, Vanessa on Facebook. Thank you, Danger Zone. I do want to take the path to be with my crush. I feel like that's not against the grain, right? But I mean, I guess it kind of is, right? Especially if Rose is over here saying, you know, focus on you. And you're like, no, I want to go focus on them. Pooja. Here's something that I want to say though, and this really doesn't have anything to do with Danger Zones reading, but I think it's really important that I mention this. Probably should mention it like way more often. But like this is my spiritual journey. Like that's what's happening. That's why I'm here. That's why I come out here and read these cards for masculine and feminine energy, right? Um, and I heard somebody say this the other day, and I think it's really important. Like I can't really tell you guys like how to work your journey, right? And I can't even tell you like who your twin flame is. Like that's something you have to figure out on your own. I had somebody else ask me that the other day. They were like, "Don't you tell people when their twin flame is this?" And it's like, no. How can you tell somebody? It's like, unless you're in their shoes, living their everyday life, like I don't see how you can tell someone. I can read your masculine and your feminine energies. That's what I do. That's what Rosa does here at PLR, right? When you're a twin flame, that energy reads different, right? Like it reads as in a counterpart energy, like someone, I hate to say it this way, but it's like outside of yourself, right? Who you put in that position, like how that reading resonates for you, well that's up to you. Like I can't tell you who that person is. Like you have to put that person in that spot, be like, oh, this happened with that person, right? So that's who it would be, right? Like I can't tell you. It's like nobody could tell me. Do we ask for confirmation? Like yeah, all the time, want confirmation all the time, all the time. I think we're starting to get in a little bit of trouble with that too. Like, do you feel like spirit at sometimes like tells us like, how much more confirmation do you need? All right, I'll stop talking, y'all. Diana, Pisces, please. So new moon energy, new moon energy. Boundaries, it was in reverse, number 12. It wasn't in reverse, just me holding everything upside down, but still, it was upside down. So it's like boundaries is about having healthy boundaries. New moon energy, take it how it resonates. If you feel like your boundaries have been way too open, then it's like you're going to close some things off, right? But I feel like this could be a little bit of opposite of that. I feel like you could have been closed off to something and you're about to see like some new opportunity where you may have to like open up some of those boundaries, let some magic in type of energy is what I'm getting. All right, let's get a message from your higher self. Ooh, the wolf moon. It's the hunger card. It's 29. Why do I feel like you like this card? Okay, so I almost feel like you vibing with this type of energy. It is definitely that howling at the full moon, right? It's definitely that energy, Diana. But it's also which wolf do you feed? It's also we all have a good wolf and a bad wolf, right? And let's put this a little bit different. Like let's say we all have a patient wolf and an impatient wolf, right? So which wolf do you feed type of energy? I think this has something to do with your patience with someone. And that could be why the boundary situation. All right, what's your intuition telling you? Big confirmations, right? So the masculine comes out. And really the message here, it is going to be a confirmation for you, Diana, but it's also spirit asking you to balance. Like you also know that there's something you're doing. All right. You also know that you're not staying in your feminine energy enough. And you could be picking up intuitive hits or intuitive messages that not being able to stay in that feminine energy could be somehow affecting counterpart energy. I'm getting the message really loud and really clear, Diane. So it's like you really, like spirit really wants you to spend a lot of time on like self-care, really in this nurturing feminine energy, and it is so that you can like receive something. So it's like there's a lot of powerful energy in these cards, and it's like there's a struggle here. And it's going to be because let's say you're trying to be in feminine energy and then something happens, there's chaos in the world and you have to go save the day. When you're off saving the day, you're not in feminine energy. All right, let's look at new opportunities. New opportunities. We have the release card coming out. So I do see assessing, and it really was in reverse. So the release card is like you're going to get an opportunity to let something go. I feel like something is just taken. It's one of those energies where it's like spirit saying, okay, Diana, I tried to get you to release some of this to me so that you could focus on you, and you didn't want to. So it's like now I have to, just remove it. I will say this, it gives me this energy like those forced vacations. My daughter-in-law, she waited until my youngest son's girlfriend, she waited until she's not feeling good, And it was one of those instances where it's like she's waited to the last minute to go to the doctor, right? Like she's already went through the hard part of it, and kept working her full-time job on her feet, you know what I'm saying? As she was going through the most of it. And then the day that she went to the doctor, I imagine it was just, like the last day, and she just couldn't stand anymore, right? I do this all the time, like me personally, Rosa. Like this is so me, where I will push until like I'm knocking at death's door. Like I just don't like doctors and don't want to. If I'm working, I'm not going to stop to go. You see what I'm trying to say? Not so much anymore, guys, but I definitely was that way. And it was like spirit was causing me to have these forced vacations. Like you're going to sit down. But here's what I'm going to say. It's almost spirit sits something down and says like a forced release. You have to let something go. Like a tower moment is here. Like maybe you, I don't know, get a cold and you have to take a week off, something, right? In this forced vacation, in this release time, in this moment, you're gonna feel relieved. You're gonna feel relieved because it's like for me personally, and I'm not gonna say like you're gonna get sick or anything like that. I'm not trying to say that at all. But it's like for me, when I would push until spirit set me down, then it was like I would give myself like, oh, okay, Rosa, you don't have to work today because you're running a fever of 105. You see what I'm trying to say? And it's like, oh, of course not. Of course you weren't going to work today. But I shouldn't have waited till it got that long, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I do feel like it almost gives you like a relief. You've been trying to hold so much. All right, help from the universe. Have the kindness card coming out. It's going to be the compassion message. We also have cooperate. All right. So 34, kindness. Angel of kindness. A kind word, gesture, or even a simple smile costs us nothing, yet we often withhold these simple acts of kindness. Perhaps you've been on the receiving end of such kindness and can remember how it brought a smile to your heart and a light to your day. It says, are you kind to your fellow humans and animals alike? Do you share and receive kindness with a grateful, loving heart? I don't feel like any of that is for you. I feel like Spirit's just saying you need to be kind to yourself. Diana, be kind to yourself. Here's the message. Ready? It's number 16. So, cooperation, encouragement, prosperity. This is the angel of power. Although society tends to focus on the individual, cooperation is what builds communities. A strong sense of cooperation builds a deeper sense of purpose. In times of crisis, people usually rally together, but forget the selfless when times revert back to normal. Your contribution to your family, community, and the world can help build bridges when once there was only division. By appreciating others' skills and abilities and encouraging collaboration, great things can be achieved. Look for the strengths in others to join together to find solutions. Do you try to do everything on your own? Do you cooperate with others in a way that encourages a better future? Tell yourself, I look for ways to share my abilities with others. Working with others, I make positive contributions to the world. I don't know. Something about that just seems so opposite, but I want to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. She said, just say it. A lot today. Which one? The wolf moon card? Yeah. All resonates with current situations. Sweet. Ah, thank you, Diana. All right, so we're at Jenna. Are we adding Pooja? I think I'm ready to close the list out. Let me grab that banner really quickly. Sweet, I'm glad. I'm glad. All right, so Jenna on YouTube. Jenna, say hi to me. Yes, and let me know. Are we doing Pisces reading? King High on Twitch, Vanessa on Facebook, and Pooja. All right, she says Pisces, please. All right, let's look at the new moon energy coming in. Jenna, we have 44, super moon, attraction. I'm getting that you've already manifested. Okay, so here's that opposite energy. So normally new moon is when you start to set these new intentions and you start to manifest these new things. You actually, what did you work on manifesting with Virgo full moon? Because that's what's coming in with this new moon, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get a message from your higher self. New beginnings. Big confirmations, right? Fruition. Jenna. All right, what your intuition is telling you. We have the fruition card, new opportunity. We have resistance, new opportunity to let something go, right, Jenna? Help. I do see the assessing card again, but help from the universe. I'm going to pull from the angel inspiration. I feel like that could be what you were manifesting. You could have worked on manifesting that with that Virgo full moon. The Virgo full moon was like where you had to get your life together type of energy. You had such powerful energy around that time too, Jen. I remember. So it's like you could have been manifesting new moon. I'm sorry, new beginnings, new cycles. It's almost like you were manifesting a way out of an old cycle, and it's like things lined up, and because things lined up, everything came to fruition. And it's like now I feel like the new opportunity is to let something go. You were in a repeated cycle. It's something that kept you stuck. And it's like now you're going to be able to let something go and walk through this door into a whole brand new beginning, right? Help from the universe. You have a greet the dawn. Be strong is on the bottom. All right, let's read Greet the Dawn. It's number 23. Fresh start, opportunities, new beginnings. No way. All right, this is every day is an opportunity to start fresh with a clean slate. Whatever may have happened yesterday, today gives you the chance to do things differently. The light of a new day is an invitation for you to shine your inner light of love and beauty out into the world so that it may touch others and warm their day. The angels ask, do you allow yesterday to cloud your today? Are you making the same mistakes today as you made yesterday? Tell yourself, I am grateful for the opportunities each day brings, and each day I do my best, and that is enough. All right, Jenna, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, clearly manifesting new beginnings. I remember too. I remember that energy. I remember like your energy just seemed really powerful around that time. All right. King High on Twitch. Let me know that you waited so very patiently. King High. Am I saying that right? King High. I see it out right. King High. On Twitch. And then Vanessa. Vanessa on Facebook. Let me know that you're still here, Vanessa. All right, guys, don't forget tomorrow night, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so 8 p.m. Central Time. I don't have them set out just yet, but I'll probably do that following the live stream. So you guys can go ahead and hit that notify me button. Genesis just got over a big hurdle recently. Nice, nice. Vanessa says, yeah, still here. All right. So if we hear from King High on Twitch, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and do Vanessa's, and then we'll probably wrap it up after that, guys. Let's see the growth card, Vanessa. All right, Pisces, full new moon. Just look at me. I almost called it full moon. Pisces, new moon for Vanessa. Let's look at the new moon energy. Abundance. It's that everything, you have everything you need card. I feel like you didn't. You didn't have everything you needed. And there's something about the animals or like the furs that are sticking out to me. But it was like this energy where you felt lack of something, but you made do, like you pushed through. It could have been like this winter where it's like we feel like everything is just less, right? And you did push through. We're almost to springtime. It definitely could be that type of energy, but it's kind of giving me this vibe like you didn't have something. This card, the abundance card, talks about how it's like you want more, but Spirit's saying you already have everything. And it's like you're not even actually saying you want more. You're just saying you want like a basic necessity, like something that you feel like everyone should have. And you've been pushing through for so long without it. And now Spirit's saying, like, here, you finally receive this thing that you should have had all along. All right, let's do a message from higher self. The patience card. Hey, but it is the green corn moon. So I just want to say it is the one with the balloon, which is like where I said, like you pushed through, like you didn't need it, or like you weren't missing it. Like you didn't have a lack energy, right? Like you were like, fine, I can't have this thing. I'll do it without it, right? It's kind of like that. So message from higher self is like, get ready because this thing is coming. Get ready. All right, what is your intuition telling you? Creation. You created it, you manifested it, you brought it together. Nourishment is also here. Again, mind, body, and soul. All right, let's look at what is the new opportunity. Change is here. It is going to be the Thunder Moon, nourishment again. The change card is that card where I always say, like, the moon is coming at you, this energy is coming at you, Vanessa, and you can either decide to push it away and resist, right? Which I don't think you actually are. Or you can use this powerful energy to like catapult to your next level, right? Like to the next ascension, to the next I don't know, level on the ladder, like wherever you're headed, it's like going to help you, give you this boost or this lift, right? All right, I'm going to pull help from the universe. I feel like you've been trying to manifest something for a long time. Maybe you even wrote it down. It's going to have something to do with third eye. I feel like you didn't tell anyone that you missed it or that you felt like you didn't have it, and you just kept pushing without whatever it is. And I feel like because of that, like you get a reward. I feel like the Pisces New Moon brings some sort of powerful impact. It's going to help you. It gives you like a lift or like a gift or something that you didn't have but you should have had. All right, help from above. We have the friendship, and I do see that mirror. All right, number 37. Friendship, relationships, love, and connectedness. It says life is often so hectic that making time for friends and loved ones may sometimes seem impossible. But these special relationships give us strength to cope with our challenging lives. Sharing dreams and achievements, sadness, and worries with friends brings a sense of togetherness in a world where so many feel alone. Nurture those friends who accept you for who you are and be a true friend to them. One of your most valuable yet most overlooked friends is yourself. By looking into the mirror and really getting to know yourself, you will gain a friend who will never leave you. The friend you see in the mirror may at times be going through a rough time. Be there for her, supporting her with compassion and understanding. The angels ask, do you nurture and support loving friendships? Do you build relationships simply to gain something in return? Tell yourself, I have loving, supportive friendships that bring joy and love into my life. I recognize myself as a true loving friend who is always there for support through life's challenges. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Vanessa. I hope that was helpful. Real alien space bats. Greetings, Earth creatures. Oh, I feel like that's my cue. All right, guys, I'm wrapping it up. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, no, Pooja. I almost forgot Pooja. Oh, don't let me forget Pooja. Pooja, say hi to me. Say hi to me in the comments. Fire signs tomorrow, guys. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 8 p.m. Central Time, as always. Pooja. All right. So I'm assuming we're doing the Pisces. Pisces. Yvette, I see you. Mid Twitch picking up Galaxy Beasts. My son was telling me I need to go over on Twitch, like when we're at the end like this, and we need to do a what's it called? The raid. Like when we're getting ready to close out the lives, we should raid someone. And what it does is like it sends everyone that's over on Twitch watching our live, like to that, to whoever we raid. Um, who's the purple? Dang it, let me remember. Oh, I'm not gonna remember her name. Dang it. Yeah, but I don't know. There's a couple people that do it to us all the time, so it's like maybe we should figure out and learn how to do it back, right? All right, Pooja. Here we go. Pisces New Moon. And I'm gonna start out new moon energy first. I am using the Queen of the Moon. Discernment. Here, see the Peace card. New moon energy. You've been trying to figure something out about your personal power, Pooja. And it's like maybe the new moon brings clarity, brings you some understanding. Your personal power is going to have something to do with your spiritual journey, Pisces new moon. All right, let's look at message from your higher self. Message from your higher self. Expect the unexpected is here. It's definitely that blue moon card. I feel like you expect it though, right? It's almost like but it's so big that you didn't expect it. Like maybe you thought you would never receive such energies, or like this thing wouldn't happen because it was too big. Like too big to dream, too big to see something, but it's like it's here. What is your intuition telling you? I feel like this is going to be confirmation, Pooja. We have a long night moon, the darkness card. I'm not really sensing you in long night or like dark night of the soul type of energy, but your intuition could be telling you that you're about to gain something on your journey. Maybe you're about to gain some insight on your journey. Maybe you're about to gain like a partner on your journey, someone to walk the path with you, something like that. All right, let's look at what new opportunity is coming in. We have the growth card. I do see the clock, so it is about divine timing. Again, it's like it's just time for something. All right, help from the universe. Angel inspiration. We have Archangel Zakiel. It is number 8, Pooja. It is the infinity, right? So Archangel Zakiel is the righteousness of God. Zakiel's gentle, compassionate love brings great comfort when you are fearful, hurt, or grief-stricken. He's able to heal and strengthen your heart when it has been wounded. Zakiel will open your heart, helping you to connect to your spiritual self. He will assist you in situations where forgiveness is required, forgiveness of yourself and of others, healing deep emotional wounds. All right, so here's the message that I'm getting, Pooja. I'm getting that you are holding this energy. you have went through great healing, right? Overcome great darkness. And it's taken quite some time. This isn't something that happened overnight. I'm definitely getting this energy with Archangel Zakiel, like you're going to be this guiding light for others now, Pooja. All right, tell yourself, I show compassion to myself and others always. Archangel Zakiel brings emotional healing and forgiveness to my life. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful, Pooja. Something I can walk with towards my soul mission. Yes, I definitely sense that. So my question is, are you getting intuitive hits that this is happening or that this is coming together? I'm getting the very same message everywhere. Awesome. Sweet. I love it. Love it, love it. And just says, I have no clue how to do things on here. Me neither. Me neither. I don't know how to do the raid. I don't. We'll figure it out. I'll YouTube it. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And seeing number synchronicities too. Awesome, awesome. I am too. I am too. I am trying to keep my like more open minded, I guess, because I feel like my journey looks so just I don't know, crazy on in the 3D. And so it's like I don't want to like get my hopes up and then I don't want to like, block doorways and I don't want, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm hopeful and I'm trusting, the messages. But I'm definitely leaving like very open, right? Very open. I feel like I'm learning something new every day on this journey. So it's like every time I think I have it figured out, I don't. Right? All right, guys. I hope to see everyone tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Come back, join us. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Thank you, moderators who came in, helped today. I appreciate you, ladies, so very, very much. I hope to see everyone tomorrow night. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you, everyone.